Daddy, I have great news.
What is it?
I have a boyfriend!
What? Are you serious? Your first boyfriend?
Yes!
And he's a real person?
Yes, he's real and he's amazing. His name is George and we really hit it off. We like all the same video games and anime.
Okay, where'd you meet him?
On Reddit.
I don't know what that is.
It's an online thing, you wouldn't understand. We're both posting in a Taco Bell fan subreddit. You probably heard that they just increased the price on their chalupas?
I have not.
Well, it's kind of a big deal, and we were both voicing our concerns, and one thing led to another. We exchanged contacts, and we've been dating for 3 months now.
You've had a boyfriend for 3 months and you haven't told me about him?
I am now.
How come you've never invited him over?
He lives in California.
Oh, so it's an online relationship.
Dad, this is the 21st century. This is how people date now. If you're not going to be happy for me, then just pretend I didn't say anything.
No, I am happy for you. I'm very happy, but you've never met him in person yet.
Sadly, no. But things are getting pretty serious between us, and I think it's about time that we meet in person.
Okay, and you trust this guy?
More than anyone else. He's amazing, Dad. He really is.
Great. Is he planning to visit anytime soon?
No, he doesn't have the money for a flight, so I was hoping that I could fly to him.
Do you have money?
Daddy, you know I don't. And I know what you're gonna say.
What am I going to say?
That I need a job, but you remember that every time I find a good job, it doesn't work out. My coworkers get jealous of me, and then they push me out. It's never my fault. The job market is just the worst.
Sonny, what are you getting at?
I want to ask if you could pay for my flight to California?
I don't know if I feel comfortable with that.
I figured you'd say that. That's why I'd like you to meet George for yourself. I can set up a Zoom meeting and you can see what a great guy he is. Then you can't say no.
Honey, let's talk about this when I get back from work.
Okay, and then tomorrow you and George can meet on Zoom and then you'll change your mind. Thank you, Daddy. So, how was your Zoom meeting with George?
Oh my God, Kate, this guy is a nightmare.
Oh no, really?
He was filthy, and the room behind him was filthy. And he acted like he's the coolest guy in the world.
What does he do?
Nothing. He's on disability.
Oh, really? Is it serious?
Morbid obesity. And I don't want to body shame anyone. I know it's a legitimate disability, but the way he talked about it was like he was bragging about not having a job. Like he'd somehow outsmarted the government by gaining all that weight. And he has no plans to find work anytime soon.
Eek. Did he seem dangerous?
What do you mean?
Like, did you see a Confederate flag on his wall or something? Or the letter Q posted everywhere?
The letter Q?
I'll explain that later. So, anything like that?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Is it? The guy still seems awful.
I know, and I trust your judgment, but hear me out, okay? It's her first boyfriend, and she's already in her 20s.
Yeah, but don't you think she can do better?
Not really. No offense. I know she's your daughter and you love her, but she can be a bit abrasive.
You're saying that this is the best she can do?
Maybe? Sorry, Dan.
I refuse to believe that.
Dan, she doesn't have a job either, and she's kind of mean. You know what? Pretend I didn't say that. I don't want to start an argument. Just think of it this way. Even if she could do better, this is her first boyfriend. She says she loves him. Try to think about how you'd react if you were in love with someone and your parents told you this person wasn't good enough. Wouldn't that just make you like them even more?
Yeah, probably.
The harder you push her, the more she'll want to rebel. I think you should just give your blessing and let her figure things out herself.
I guess. But I am not going to pay for her to fly over and see him.
Okay, that's your decision.
You agree, right? No plane tickets.
It's up to you, but if this works out between them, then Sunny might finally be able to start her own life. Get out of the house. Isn't that what you want?
Not if it means she'll be shacking up with the freaking Cartman from South Park.
Hi, Daddy! What did you think about George?
We had a nice, long chat.
Great! I knew you'd like him. He just told me that you two really hit it off.
He did?
Oh, yeah. You don't know how nervous he was. I'm so glad he made a good first impression.
Well, he was, certainly memorable.
I'll be sure to tell him you said that. So, I can go, right? I was looking at plane tickets, and it looks like it's just a couple hundred. I assume you want me to fly business class.
Slow down a second, okay? I haven't agreed to anything yet.
But you just told me how much you like him. Don't you want me to get out of the house and settle down? Aren't you always on my case about getting my act together?
Don't you think you should have a job first? You don't have any money saved up and you still owe me a couple $1,000 for your car.
But that's not fair. I don't even have that car anymore. Why do I still owe you money?
Because you totaled it. Honey, moving to a new place is a big deal and it's expensive. Not just the plane flight, but everything else.
George has plenty of money. He's on disability.
Yeah, but not enough to buy a plane ticket, apparently.
And I wasn't thinking of moving there right away. I was hoping you'd pay for a round-trip flight so I could stay there for a bit and see how we hit it off.
That's a good idea, and I support that, but I'm not paying for your tickets.
I knew you'd be difficult. You make everything in my life difficult.
Sonny, you're 23 and living rent-free in my house.
Whatever. All you care about is your new wife. As soon as you married Kate, I turned into a second-class citizen.
You know that's not true.
And I know that you love her. And I know that you wouldn't want to lose her, just like I don't want to lose George. I hate to do this, Dad, but if you don't pay for me to go to California, I might just have to start some drama between you and Kate.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your affair with your ex Amanda last summer.
I did not have an affair.
Yeah, so you didn't secretly drive over to her house 3 times a week, and you didn't give her all that money?
I was helping her after she had her baby. She was a single mother and she needed help. I told you this.
Yeah, and you told me not to tell Kate.
Sonny, are you blackmailing me? You know I didn't do anything wrong.
Then why did you want to keep it a secret from your wife, huh? Is it because it's actually your baby?
The baby's Asian, Sonny.
Oh, and now you're being racist. Look, all I know is that you went to see your ex-girlfriend and then didn't tell Kate about it. And if I tell her, she's gonna be really mad. So I guess you'll have to pay for my flights.
Sonny, I raised you better than this.
I'm in love, Daddy. Nothing is going to stop me from being with George.
Fine, I'll buy the stupid tickets. If it means getting you out of this house as soon as possible.
I love you!
I bought Sonny the plane tickets.
Okay.
You don't have anything to say about that?
She's your daughter. I'm just the stepmom.
I don't know, Kate. Am I doing the right thing?
You're trusting your daughter to grow up, a daughter who has done nothing but use you. I don't know what that says.
I don't either. She'll always be my little girl, but I just want her to find her own way. Maybe this relationship is the motivation she needs.
I really hope so.
I haven't heard from you. Did you get my email?
With my ticket? Yeah.
And no thank you?
Thanks, Dad. I'll ignore the fact that you always splurge on business class for you and Kate while I'm stuck in economy.
Great. Ignore that. You're welcome. Sonny, did you land safe?
Yeah, like 3 hours ago. Why?
Well, I was expecting that you'd check in once you got there.
Like at a hotel? No, I'm staying with George.
I meant check in with me. I paid for the flight and I just want to know that my little girl is safe.
Yep, I'm good.
Are you with George now?
Yes, and he's wonderful. Daddy, this is the man I'm going to spend the rest of my life with.
I'm glad it's working out. Have fun. Please keep me posted, okay?
Of course.
Sonny, I haven't heard from you in days. How's everything?
Wonderful, amazing. I'm so much happier in a big city like this, especially compared to our hellhole of a town.
Okay, good. What parts of the city have you seen? Have you been to the ocean yet?
Nah, I've just been at George's apartment the whole time.
Really? You haven't seen anything?
God, Dad, stop judging me. This is my life, remember?
Okay, but try to make the most of your last few days there.
Jeez, okay.
And remember to make good choices.
What's that supposed to mean? I don't want to talk. Just text me what you mean.
Okay, don't get mad at me for bringing this up, but since this is your first real relationship and all, you and George are taking precautions, right?
Dad! You mean like condoms? I can't believe you'd even say that. I'm not an idiot.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear.
Jeez, I can't believe you. Your girlfriend gets knocked up and you wait on her hand and foot, but God forbid your own daughter ends up starting a family with the love of her life. That would be just awful, wouldn't it?
First of all, she's my ex-girlfriend and I helped her out with money and food. She didn't have anyone else to turn to. And I really hope you're not saying that you want to have children right now. That's not what you're telling me, right?
What if it was? What if the only reason I came here was to have a baby with George and then get a fraction of the attention that you give to your girlfriend?
Sonny, please tell me you're using protection.
I am, Dad. God, I already told you that.
Okay, great. Well, see you in a few days. Hi, honey. How's the job hunt going?
What do you mean?
I mean, how is the job hunt going? You're actively looking for work, right? Like we talked about?
Oh, that.
If your plan is to move in with George, you know you have to save up.
Yeah, of course.
And where have you applied?
You know, places.
Sonny, I've been waiting to do this for a while, but I think you need some motivation. So here it is. June 30th. That's a Friday.
Okay.
That's your deadline for moving out.
What? You mean June this year?
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't kick out your little girl.
I'm sorry, honey, but I really have to. And if it helps, I talked with my friend Ashley. She's a manager at Safeway, and she said they're looking for cashiers. What do you say?
Ugh, fine. Hey, I'm picking up noodles for dinner. Linguine or penne?
Whatever you want.
Good answer. So, while we're talking, I need to ask you something. Don't get mad.
What's up?
This June deadline, you're going to stick to it, right?
Yes, I am.
You're sure?
Positive. And honestly, I think having a boyfriend has really lit a fire under Sunny. She's working all the time now, so I really think she's dedicated to saving up and moving on.
Okay. Is she supposed to be at work right now?
Yeah.
Because I'm at Safeway right now, and she's not here.
What?
I'm sorry.
Sunny, why aren't you at work?
Dad, I had to call in sick.
Do you call in sick a lot?
Not until recently. Something kinda happened to me.
What?
Well, I'm pregnant.
You're sure?
Yep, morning sickness and everything.
Already?
Yeah.
You're pregnant. With George's baby?
Yes?
When did you find out?
A while ago.
And you didn't tell me? Does George know?
Yes, he's really excited to be a father.
Sunny, how did this happen? Didn't you use protection like we talked about?
Not exactly.
Oh, God. How much money did you manage to save up?
Not a lot.
And George still doesn't have a job?
No.
Does he have any savings?
No.
Sunny, you have to figure something out.
I will, I promise. I'll call George right now and we'll set up a plan, okay? Just give me some time.
Fine.
Daddy, hi. So George and I have been talking.
Good. Did you finally convince him to get a job?
We talked about that option, but we both came to an agreement. We think the best course of action would be if we both stay with you while I'm pregnant.
What? No. The deadline, remember?
Yes, I remember, but obviously the situation has changed. You don't expect me to work all day and save up money while I'm with child, do you?
You should have used protection.
Live and learn, right, Daddy? Don't you think it'll be better if you rethink that whole deadline thing?
Maybe, but I don't want George living here.
But Daddy!
I've never met him. I don't want a stranger to move in.
But he's the father of my child. Daddy, just think about it, okay?
Fine, I'll think about it.
Good. Because I really wouldn't want to have to talk to Kate about other unwed mothers that we know.
Don't you dare try to blackmail me again. I already told you I'd think about it.
Love you, Daddy. Well, did you talk with Sunny?
I did. Kate, it's awful.
Did she quit?
I don't know. She said she's been calling in sick, but that's not the problem.
Okay.
She's pregnant.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I knew she was gaining weight. So I guess that rock-solid deadline isn't going to happen, huh? Surprise, surprise.
Please don't say I told you so.
I won't. It's implied.
And even worse, she wants George to move in with us too.
You said no, right?
Yes.
Good.
And then she convinced me to change it to I'll think about it.
Honey, you're the love of my life. You're my everything. But if you expect me to live with your daughter and that creep, I don't think I want to live with you anymore.
I understand. If I let that happen, I wouldn't want to live with myself. Kate, I've messed up. I let Sunny get away with too much, and this is what happens.
Don't be too hard on yourself. We'll figure something out.
And I need to be honest with you. Completely honest with you. There's something else that I haven't told you.
Uh-oh.
So, you remember my ex-girlfriend Amanda?
Yes?
Well, she got pregnant. It's not mine, I promise. But the dad left her, and even though I know how much you hate her, I couldn't let her end up a homeless mother. So I was helping her out for a while. Financially.
Oh.
Please don't be mad.
Honey, I'm not mad. This is exactly why I love you. That woman broke your heart, and you're still kind enough to help her out. You're a good person. To a fault.
Really? Oh, thank you. I've been so scared to tell you.
Don't be. But I have to ask. Did Sunny know about this?
Yeah, she used it as blackmail.
Jesus, is there nothing she won't do?
I guess not.
Okay, hear me out. I think Sunny may have gotten pregnant on purpose.
Why would you think that?
Her entire life, she's always taken the easy way out because she knows that you'll provide for her. You'll do everything for her, but now she's getting older and she sees how you showed compassion for your pregnant ex. And she viewed that as an easy way to force you to keep supporting her.
So she chose to let George get her pregnant?
I think so. She doesn't realize that motherhood is hard work. She just viewed it as a way to avoid getting a job and moving out of the house.
God, I think you're right. Kate, are you home now?
Yeah.
And is Sunny there too?
No, I don't know where she is. Not at work, of course.
Okay, can you go into her room and see if you can find her laptop? If this was all planned, then she probably messaged George about it.
You want me to read her private messages?
Yes, her laptop password is 1234.
Okay, I'll do it. Give me a couple minutes. Well, I think we have a new development.
Did you read her messages to George?
No, I didn't need to. I saw a used pregnancy test in her trash.
What does that prove?
It's negative.
What? She's lying?
Looks like it.
But if she's not pregnant, how long does she expect to get away with this?
Well, guess what else I found?
I'm afraid to ask.
Fast food wrappers. Literally hundreds of them. The place is a pigsty.
Well, I guess that's why she's not saving any money. She's spending it all on food.
Don't you get it? She's trying to gain weight. She's gorging herself.
So that Will thinks she's pregnant.
Exactly. I figure she plans to keep faking this pregnancy until you cave and allow George to move in. And eventually she'll either come clean or she'll just pretend that she lost the baby. But either way, she'll get what she wants, a place for her and her boyfriend.
Kate, I've raised a psychopath.
Yeah.
I promise you from the bottom of my heart that I will stop this right now.
You've said that before.
I know, but this is it. Watch me. Hi, George. This is Dan, Sunny's father.
Hello, sir.
Please, we're family now. Call me Dad.
Hello, Dad.
Great. That feels great. So I'm so excited to welcome you into the family. Sunny says you're going to make an excellent father.
I will.
Of course you will.
So, Sunny asked if I could move in?
She did, and I think that's a great idea. But I want to make sure we're all prepared for you. You're on disability, correct?
Yeah, because of my weight.
I understand. So, do you need any special accommodations?
Nah, I can walk around and do stuff. I just can't move too fast.
But you can lift boxes and things, right?
I guess.
And can you be on your feet for long stretches of time?
Like, how long?
Will you tell me, how long can you be on your feet?
I don't know, like an hour?
Great, so it's all settled. You'll move in and then we'll start you right away at the warehouse.
What?
I can get you a job at the company where I work, in the warehouse. You'll have to start at minimum wage, but it's pretty easy to get raises there.
I don't think I can do that.
Why not?
Because of my disability.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll talk to the manager and make sure all your job duties are things you can manage. In fact, on the day you move here, I'll take you to our family doctor so he can examine you and write exactly what you can and can't do in your condition.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, it'll be perfect. You'll be here working all day while Sunny and I will be home getting ready for the birth. And the job comes with medical insurance, which you'll definitely need as a new father.
This is a lot of information, man.
I know, but don't worry. I've got it all set up. I can arrange everything when you get here. Again, welcome to the family.
George broke up with me, and it's all your fault.
Calm down, Sunny. Can't we talk about this later? I'm at work.
We're talking about it now. George was the love of my life, and he left me because you were pressuring him.
I didn't tell him to do anything. I was helping him, giving him options.
Right. You just don't want me to be happy, is that it?
Sunny, that's literally all I want. Don't you want to hear me out? I can show you the texts I sent him.
Save it! He told me everything! He said you were forcing him to get a job!
I offered him a job. That's not the same thing. Look, if he's not willing to work, what kind of father do you think he'll make? Now, I know you're upset, and now that he's not with you, I promise to help you out as much as I can. You and the baby.
Really? You'll give me more money?
That's really not what I said. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll schedule a doctor's appointment for tomorrow. We'll go together and do your ultrasound.
Okay, but you don't need to come. Just give me the money for the hospital and I'll go myself.
That's not how it works. And I don't want you to go through anything by yourself. I promise to be by your side every step of the way. Every doctor's visit, I want to make sure that you and my future grandbaby are safe. Okay? Is that a deal?
Fine. It's a deal.
Dan, get home now! What's wrong?
Sunny ran away, and she got into our safe. She took everything, Dan.
Oh my god.
So this was all part of your big plan, huh?
Not exactly.
Yeah, so she left a note.
What did it say?
It was a note to me, saying that you were cheating on me. Dan, you there?
This was not at all what I expected. I got George to break up with her, and I pressured her into finally coming clean. But instead of admitting to what she did, she just robbed us and left.
So what are you going to do?
I'm calling the police.
Really? You'd actually do that?
I have to. Sunny, please answer your phone.
No!
Just talk to me, okay? I know that you stole from me.
I had to! I'm alone now, just me and my baby!
I know you're not pregnant.
Shut up!
Sunny, it was pretty stupid of you to keep your phone. You know that police are going to track it.
Yeah, I doubt that.
No, they can.
I mean, I doubt that you'd call the police. I'm your little girl.
Not anymore. I already called them. They said you're in that trailer park off 95. The one where we stayed when your mom was still alive.
Fine, whatever. You tracked me down, but you wouldn't arrest me. You know that I just borrowed the money. I always planned to pay you back.
Your mother would be rolling in her grave if she knew what you tried to pull. I'm sorry, Sunny, but enough is enough.
Daddy, don't do this, please. Just give me another chance.
All I've been doing is giving you chances.
I'm sorry. I'll pay you back every cent. I'll get a job. I'll stop lying. You have to believe me. Daddy?
Sunny, stay exactly where you are. I'm on my way now.
You are? Oh, thank you, Daddy.
The police said I could ride with them. So, Sunny got arrested. She's in jail now, waiting for sentencing. I didn't pay her bail. I'm honestly not sure what she'll do once she gets out, but I do know that I won't be helping her in any way. I hate to cut her off like this, but it's what I have to do. I've tried my best. I really have, but enough is enough. If she does end up knocking on our door, I have dozens of job applications and pamphlets for government programs waiting for her, but she's not going to step foot inside. If you're a parent, try to learn from my mistakes. Don't let anyone take advantage of you, not even your own children.